Hey y'all, welcome back to Poplar Creek Farm. So I am still on quarantine. I got my COVID test today, and so hopefully I will get the results back tomorrow and I will be off quarantine. But the nice thing, some of the really nice things about staying home, first of all, wood stove, love it. Love the wood heat, I'm always freezing. So this is super nice to stay home and have it going. Plus, when my husband gets home at night, the house is nice and cozy warm, and he works outside all day. So I feel awful even like filming this right now in front of this, but he will be nice and cozy warm when he gets home. The house will be, you know, super toasty for him, and it just does help warm him up quickly when he gets home. So these are some of the perks of being home. But also, one of the really kind of awesome things about being home is I get to think and focus a bit more of my time on my intentions as, you know, a farmer, my farm business. So I'm going to be doing a series. Now, this is the first video of the series, and it's going to be probably over the next few years, but I'm going to do a series of basically turning a hobby into a profit. I may be totally unsuccessful, but the goal is for me to be successful and to teach you guys how to do it as well, or at the very least, show you guys how I failed or what things I would do differently. So at this point, although we are starting to make a business, it's very, very slow. Our startup is very slow because we're not at the point financially where it is safe. We're safe enough that I can walk away from a full-time job and be okay, you know, to just dive in to farming for a business. So we're doing little things here and there. You know, we sell our eggs occasionally. We sell honey, but it's very low key. It's very small. Really not making much in the way of money yet. So, and that's not a big deal. I'm okay with working still for quite a while. That's all right. But my goal is over the next few years to start to make this farm more profitable, and to be able to eventually go either part-time or just start working completely from home. So I talked to my mom, who is very much more the type of thinker who can plan out like on an Excel spreadsheet. Like, I am not that person. I'm not good at, I'm a planner, but I'm big picture planner. I'm not good at actually like figuring out everything down to each number and like recording things. And I say that I am to an extent. I mean, I did most of the house stuff when we were building our house. I was the one who did all the numbers and everything for that. But that was kind of more of a, you get it done and then, you know, that's it. It's not like you're working towards a business. And the business portion is what scares me more than anything. I know I can do the farming. I know I can grow food. I know I can start seedlings. I know I can raise honeybees, at least through the spring and summer. I don't know. We'll see how they do over the winter. I know I can raise chickens for eggs and ducks for eggs. I can grow food pretty well. I can probably sell produce if I have access. So I can do all the farming skills. I know that portion. That's not what I'm scared of at all. And I think probably some people going into, if you know, are like, hey, I want this whole different lifestyle, like that stuff's scary because you've never done it. And I mean, I didn't grow up on a farm at all. I grew up in a neighborhood, quarter acre lot, you know, nothing huge. My parents always had a garden and that was it. We never had chickens. But I did a lot of research on that prior to even being able to get land or buy my chickens. So now that I have that stuff, I'm at that point of, I know how to do these things. I just need to be able to use it in a business. And that's kind of where I'm struggling. So my mom and I are gonna get together in the next few weeks, and I will do another video on it once we do their spreadsheet. But basically we're gonna do a spreadsheet, and for the next year, we're gonna keep track of all of my expenses in regards to gardening and farming, anything with that. So we're gonna raise chickens, meat chickens, like we always do, or we're going to do every year. We did this past year, we raised Cornish cross, but again, I'm bad at recording and I'm bad at keeping track of things. So I am going to be better about it because I need to. If I want to have a business, I need to record. So my mom's gonna help me kind of come up with a spreadsheet of all my costs and then where we get at the end. So at the end, say we spent, you know, we're gonna have 50 meat birds at a time. We're gonna be doing 2 batches. Say we spend, you know, these are just really estimates, $30 a chicken. Ends up being with feed and obviously just the cost of the chicken, and so $30 a chicken. Well, that's not, I can't make a profit on that. I can't sell a chicken for $30 in organic, even if it's organic. I'm not going to be certified organic. I can say it's organic fed and pasture raised, but I can't certify organic. So, you know, there's only so much I can sell it for. But hey, say if I can raise these chickens for $15 a chicken and I can sell it for 20, then I'm making a profit. Even if it's only a couple bucks a bird, that adds up when you have if you can raise a couple hundred birds. So these things will really help, I think, and make a difference in like being able to visualize the business. So I highly recommend, if you guys want to have a farm business, you know, I understand that some people want to just jump in and do it. If you have the ability, great, go for it, jump in. I would love to be able to jump into a business right now and just like do it full time, 100%. But I'm not at that point, and I'm not at the point even if I had the financial means of being home all the time. I don't know that I would feel confident running a business quite yet. I want to kind of, over the next year, take this time to learn more of the business side of things, talk to people who own businesses, who run farms, and see kind of what insight they can give me, help me set myself up for success with a business. So what I've started to do, I've already started to write things down, is all my seed costs. So although a lot of the seeds I'm not using for profit at all, I may end up selling some of the produce. And what I mean by that is I start seeds for seedlings to sell. So although I don't start all my seeds inside to sell, I'm going to start my tomatoes, my peppers, and probably some cabbages and kales and things like that to sell. I know that a lot of my seeds are for me, for my own use, but also I will, like I said, sell some of the produce, hopefully, if I have excess, if my garden does well this year. We'll sell some excess produce, and so I'm counting all my seeds, even seeds that maybe I won't sell anything of. You know, things like I'm not gonna sell onions, not this year, at least not for quite a few years, because onions they don't take up a ton of room, but you get one onion per plant, whereas if you plant a tomato, you get, you know, multiple tomatoes from one plant. So, you know, I'm not gonna be selling something that I can't get a lot of right now. But I'm still taking all my seeds. That's my cost of my seeds. Then my seed starting supplies. Now, seed starting supplies is kind of a hard one, and I'm going to talk to my mom to see kind of what she thinks, how I should break it up. But because I bought some things that I can use every year, and that's a big cost. I mean, my grow lights, I brought more grow lights this year. So I have 3 sets of grow lights, 3 9-foot tables of grow lights pretty much. And those are $120 for 4 of them, and that's the 9-foot by 2-foot table. So I have 3 sets of those. I mean, that's a lot of cost right there. That if I'm figuring into 1 year, yeah, I'm not going to be profitable, but it's something that I can use for many years. So that's the thing. Like, I'm not sure how to do that. Do I count it as one? Do I not? My beekeeping supplies, same thing. Like, I mean, I spent a ton of money this year on beekeeping supplies, but only so much of it I'm gonna have to buy again or ever spend money on again. Like my suit, I have a suit, I don't need another suit. I have a tool, I don't need another tool right now. I eventually may need another tool. My smoker's good, I don't need that for at least a few more. I don't need a new one for at least a few more years, or if I break it. But I will need hives. You know, if I plan on splitting any of my hives, I'm gonna need hives, and that's something that, like, yeah, that's a cost right there. So it's figuring all these things out is really hard, and trying to figure out a business portion aspect of this, it's just hard for me. I don't visualize it well. But I want to take you guys along so that if you have this plan too, if you want to do this, I can help you, or I can at least show you what my journey was like. Whether it be that I'm helping you actually achieve that goal, or just show you what not to do, because that may be the case. But right now, what my business plan for this year is, now again, I'm not looking to make a lot of profit this year, or even possibly not making any profit. It's more just to see, what do I need to cut costs on? What can I make money on? Where are my finances at? So like I said, I'm going to be raising meat birds, and we're going to keep track. I'm not selling any of those meat birds this year, but it's more just to see what I could possibly profit on these. I'm going to try 2 different breeds, and I'm going to keep track of both breeds separately. I'm going to keep their feed separate. Although they're going to be on the same feed, I'm going to keep their feed separate, just to be able to say that, hey, these birds were cheaper to raise because they foraged more than these birds, or vice versa, or whatever, you know. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep track of that. I'm still gonna sell seedlings, and I'm gonna keep track of all the costs. Like I said, with the seeds, I'm gonna have so I do have little pots that, you know, somebody could take. They'll take them with the seedling in it, and they could return it to me. I will ask people to return them, but if they don't, they don't. It's fine. and keep track of costs in that way, track of the the soil I use, all of those things. I'm also going to look into insurance costs. Your hair is crazy. I'm going to look into insurance costs because I am selling products that are for human consumption, that I will need farm insurance. I'm planning on trying to sell some excess produce. Now, I'm also selling seedlings at a different place this year. I'm selling some out in front of my house, but I'm also going to be selling them up at my aunt's house, which she has a lot more drive-by traffic. We live on almost a dead-end road. Technically, there's a seasonal road at the end of our road, but not many people use it. It's not a road that people just drive along for no reason. There's a few houses past mine, so not a whole lot of people drive by. So hopefully I'll sell a lot more seedlings this year. And I'm going to keep a clipboard at the 2 stands to be able to keep track of what I've sold, of what varieties I've sold. So if I see that one variety of tomatoes not selling or one variety of peppers not selling, I can change it up and I won't sell that next year. I won't buy that and spend money on it. Also plan on saving seeds a little bit more this next year so that I don't have to buy so many. So we'll keep track of that, and we will, with that selling excess produce, I plan on selling produce up at my aunt's as well if I have excess to sell, because again, she has more drive-by traffic. I'm going to keep track of my beekeeping supply costs because I haven't done that in the past, and this year it'll just be hives that I'm moving into, splitting into. I plan on expanding my honey sales, selling online, hopefully creating an Etsy account. And with that, when I harvest honey, I want to harvest beeswax again, and hopefully I'll have more next year to be able to start selling a lot more beeswax products, or sell beeswax products. I haven't sold any, I haven't even made them yet. And so that's that's our 1 year. That's what we're doing this year. Nothing crazy. I'm not looking to make, thousands of dollars or anything this year. It is more just to see where our finances are. And so as we go along with this, I will keep you guys updated. Yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, when I do the spreadsheet with my mom, I will update you guys on that so you can see kind of what I'm going to do with it, how I'm going to do that, and how that's going to flow easily so that I actually do it. Because again, I am horrible at recording. And then I will update you guys, when we do the chickens, and to see what costs could be. And if I'm not going to be profitable, I'll let you know. I'm not doing this to hide anything. I'm not trying to, act like, oh, it's all easy and you can make profits. You can live off your farm and, have your land and do whatever, and you don't need to think about it. It's easy. Well, no, it's something you have to really consider and do planning for. So, again, I'm rambling now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, I'm going to be doing a series of this. I will keep it in, I will have a playlist down below of the farm business planning series. So thank you guys for joining me today. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.